There is nothing bad in government acquiring land for development. But for government to acquire land, because the provision of law is very clear, section 28(1) and section 29(1) of the Land Use Act 1978. If government is acquiring land, government must acquire land for overriding public purpose, like school, hospital, other social amenities. But what we discover now is a situation whereby government acquire land with due respect fraudulently. Because we see a situation whereby government purportedly acquire land, and at the end of the day, they end up giving it to elites in the society, to some of their cronies, without payment of compensation to landowners. Recently, Lagos State promulgated a law against land grabber. Who are the land grabber? With due respect, with due respect, Lagos State government are the land grabber. Because if you are evicting people from their land without payment of compensation, without resettling them, and you now promulgated a law to favor you, so that you be able to use instrumentality of the law against your people, is wrong. This
on Monday, being 16th of December, we were still sleeping when we had noises of heavy tractors in our community. When we woke up, we saw more than 250 armed mobile policemen. What is happening? They started pulling down our houses. They pulled down our houses. They arrested us. They tortured us. The man that was supposed to commission his hotel on the 21st of December died. Many of our people, were injured, detained. We said, okay, that this is the kind of country that we find ourselves. A country that professes that they are under democracy. But when you look at their acts, they are very wicked to their citizens. We told them our community is not Agemowo. Agemowo is another community. The land given to the police is still lying fallow as we speak. But because the land is not accessible, their land is very, very far from the express. They came to hijack our land because it is very easy to access through the express. They came, demolished over 1,500 houses with over 15,000 residents. Many of our people are dying. We have protested severally to the so-called government, but we met deaf response. We've taken them to court. The court gave an order that they should stop the construction. They refused to obey court order. They refused flagrantly to obey court order.
The idea is that government must, in partnership with these communities, find a solution, find an alternative to eviction. The first point of call is not an eviction, it is looking for an alternative to eviction. In an event where government is not able to find an alternative and evictions must happen, then what needs to be done? The thing that needs to be done is an adequate notice must be given to people. People have to be given adequate compensation, people have to be resettled if they cannot afford to provide alternative housing for themselves. And on the day of eviction, there are also certain things that need to be in place. For example, you don't evict people in bad weather, you don't evict people at night, you don't evict people, for example, when students are in school, because these are things that can destabilize them. And then, when evictions have been agreed to, relocation must be done completely, even before evictions happen. So all of these things need to be taken into consideration, but we rarely see that happening in Lagos State. We rarely see that happening in Nigeria.